Disclaimer, the theories that are talked about in this video are just theories, not claiming anything is factual, and is made in intent for entertainment. In other words, sit back and enjoy.
Consumer alert for millions of smartphone users.
How much information your cell phone is really collecting about you.
The minute it connects to their network.
From the things we do on our phones and over the internet.
Every day when we wander out to our busy life, we have this thing called a cell phone. In our cell phone, we use things like looking up new information, go to YouTube or TikTok to look for some funny cat videos, or even just to text out some of our friends. But what if I'm here to tell you that anything you do on your cell phone is being tracked by the government? We have these bad boys wherever we go. If it's a park, work, or even a funeral, most of the times we have these cell phones with us. And since our cell phones has GPS, it's a great and useful tip. For example, I'm trying to look for a destination such as the park or the restaurant. But what if something good, like the GPS, can be used against us?
A government spying device, according to a stunning article from the Guardian newspaper in the UK.
The UK and US governments are both collecting massive amounts of information from the things we do on our phones and over the internet.
Ineffective and unnecessary. That is essentially what the 5-member Privacy and Civil Liberties Oversight Board said about the National Security Agency's collection of phone data from millions of Americans.
With people not knowing about their location and data being shared with tech companies such as Google, it's easy for the government to ask these tech companies for people's personal information. And in fact, something like this is already happening, an old place I like to call China.
Rise in facial recognition and artificial intelligence, it feels more like someone is watching all those cameras at all times.
We came to see what life looks like in a place where your every move can be monitored.
Many of you might know China for their unique way of living, having their infamous Wall of China, to the Chinese calendar, to their culture food. But what China doesn't tell you is that everything is being controlled by the Communist Party. The party that controls everything you do. In China, you have a thing called a social credit system, where the Chinese government sees everything you do from the moment you were born to the day you die. The Chinese government gives you a social credit score, and with that score, you are limited to certain actions you do within the country itself. With this in mind, China will design apps that are similar to Google, YouTube, and Twitter in order to see everything their citizen does. And if you try and speak against the government, your credit system will go down, and even something far worse might happen to you.
Angrily after the government banned Huawei from the UK's 5G networks amid security concerns.
US government, which has indicted Huawei and banned US companies from supplying it components over fears Huawei's equipment may have malicious backdoors for China's government to spy.
For Huawei to be ditched because of claims that the Chinese firm poses a threat to national security.
China at one point wanted to use a new technology known as 5G with their phone company named Huawei, but the US and the UK blocked China from doing so due to the fear that the Chinese government has the power to spy on the US and the UK citizens. Either that or the US and the UK don't want these foreign countries, such as China, to do the spying for them.
So we all know Starbucks with their Ventes and their Grandes.
There's the feeling of defeat Talia posted when Starbucks gets your name right for the first time.
And more importantly, for our customers to engage with other.
Our final theory will be on Starbucks today. We all know Starbucks as the best place to get drinks, from pumpkin spice latte to vanilla latte to caramel macchiato. But the question is, how were they able to be so popular and so successful? Especially since they don't air any ads or commercials. One of the theories is that Starbucks purposely tell their employees to misspell people's name. But why would they do such a thing, you may ask? Well, the reason is that Starbucks tell employees to misspell people's names so people can post it to social media. And from there, it gathers people's attention to drive to Starbucks where they could see their name get misspelled as well. If you think about it, it sounds like a reasonable theory, which is why I'm going to test it out with one of the fake names I'm going to use. Here's a couple of fake names around me, like top, bottom, left, right, and you can see if it works for you as well. Alright then guys, we're next to the Starbucks store as you can see over there. I'm planning on using a fake name like Eric. There's two ways that the possibilities could happen. Either one, they spelled the name correctly, or B, they spelled it incorrectly. We're gonna test it out and see if it works. So let's go out and find out. Yeah, Eric. Eric? Yeah. Right then, so we went to Starbucks and ordered a drink, and we were using the name Eric as our decode. We were planning on using the name as E-R-I-C, Eric, like that. But as you can see in the drink right here, they spelled it with a C-K. This doesn't really mean anything. Maybe Starbucks made a typo like anytime, or maybe it was on purpose so I could post on social media and you guys could see it as well. At the end of the day, they're just conspiracy theories, from the government spying on you to Starbucks misspelling your name purposely. We don't know if it's true or not, because they're just conspiracy theories. But remember, it's a theory, but that doesn't mean it could be true. Anyways guys, have a good night, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.